Hello, everybody. It's Wednesday evening, and your favorite golf show in the whole wide world is on right now. It's the Duckhook Show. Yes, thank you for joining us. I've seen everybody pop up on the chat line already. It's going to be a good one. We have lots and lots to talk about. Can you believe it's the end of February already? 2 months of Duckhook is done. So now we're moving on to March. And Glendower, yes, it comes on this Sunday, which we'll be previewing. But we will look at GoldFields first. What a day that was. Enjoyable for everybody, and we'll break that all down. And then there's a matter of match day 2 for the team series, and we'll finally find out who plays who and what the field looks like. It looks very interesting. As always, I want your comments. I want you to be part of the show. And if you need to subscribe, don't forget to do that. If you need to share our stuff, don't forget to do that either. All right, I'm not alone. Are we ready? Here's everybody. You should know who they are. Wave, everyone. Hello. We've got Frikkie as normal next to me. We've got Hansi's back because he's going to talk about GoldFields, and he's going to be the only Star Award for the team series. Take us through it. We've got our latest champion, Bernard. Not only is he the singles champion, but now he's finally got a league trophy under the belt. And then we got Jenny, who is how often do you finish in the top 10? And it's nice that you're here, Jenny, and you've beaten Paul to the show. So well done on that.
Thank you.
How have you been this week? Busy week?
Yeah, it's been busy, eh? How about you guys?
Been good. It's always busy.
Always busy on this side. Always, you know us.
Bernard, how many signatures have you had to sign? Are people wanting your famousness?
Unfortunately, none. But maybe it'll come in the coming weeks.
Maybe it will come. Well, you're not hanging around the right circles, maybe.
Bernard, can I have your signature when you play Glendower, please?
Yeah, Frikkie.
Would you like to put on the glove, Frikkie?
Yeah.
Very good. Well, welcome, Bernard. He's going to take us through GoldFields as well, and his amazing run that he had, and he's going to help us go through a lot of the stats around GoldFields because he's on most of them. Let's just put it that way. Looking at the chat line, we'll go straight into it. Goeienaand Ducks, amper Glendower, and team series. That is true. Nico's watching. Good evening, Ducks. Well played, Nico, at GoldFields. Didn't come last, but didn't come first, so that's not bad. Gerard Snellman's watching. Martin, not Ducks. Hansi says, hello, Quackies. Graham, howdy. Gerard's there. Jacomin is there. Brian says, evening, Ducks. Wednesday, it's showtime. Yes. Andre. Henning. Hello, Henning. I see that you're watching. Peter Zach. Is he early this morning? Normally, Peter Zach jumps on 10 minutes later and says, hello. You see, I notice things, unless I'm wrong. Jacques Jacobs, go Gladiators. Vermorseling. Yes, Donnie's watching. Leon, Paul, Quack. Lucas is watching. Oh, and the list goes on. Good. I'm glad you're watching. So, what do we normally start with? Well, we say, what is coming up, everybody? And this is what's coming up in March because February is now done. Glendower, around the corner. We've got a great field. We're almost on 76, so thank you very much for joining. Then the Pretoria Country Club, the 13th. I'm sure that's going to fill up very quickly. If you want a test of golf and see how good you really are around greens, then come play Pretoria Country Club. And then we move to State Mines on the 23rd, where they'll look after us once again. They are looking forward to having us there. So it will be nice if we have a nice crowd. I wanted to show you this as well. Is this the one? Yeah, don't forget, it's the end of the month. Therefore, the player of the season after February is now updated, and so the league champion. So who will be leading? We'll have a look at some of those so that we can see who, at this stage, I wouldn't say they're really in contention for these things, but it's a great start. Bernard, stay posted here. It might change your thinking very soon. And don't forget, there's one qualifying cycle left, everybody. Bernard's in because he won. Jenny's probably in because she finished top 5. At GoldFields. So this is what we're playing for. At Peakenwood, the Masters, entry into the Classic. What a day this is going to be, Frikkie. I know we hounded you last week about it.
Yes. Look, I actually, thought about it this week and sort of got butterflies because that is, the expectations is to play well there. So I am really looking forward to that one. Hopefully there's no injuries or anything like that. So yeah, I'm going to give it my best to take it. But yeah, we'll see. It all depends on the guy that pitches up.
Cool. Jenny, I'm going to ask you quickly. This is probably your first Masters, because I think you joined afterwards. You must know Peakenwood.
Yeah. very well.
So, did you rate yourself there to play well?
Yeah, I definitely think I'm gonna keep around for his money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, let's say if you could get to -3, I think everybody's got a chance. Hansi's got a
Yeah.
I assume you're here, Hansi.
Yeah, no, I first need to find form somewhere or another, either
Oh,
with
you
the
haven't made it
Thursday.
yet.
I'm not there yet, so yeah, hopefully with Thursday or State Mines, I can do something because I'm missing Glendower. So yeah.
And I didn't see how far down the list you were. How far down the list are you from qualifying?
Well, Thursday I'm runabout on the 20 something. So yeah, that's the closest. So that's what I say. I need to find something
Yo,
happening at BCC, but yeah,
you need to find
it's
something.
been
And
it's
Bernard,
been a struggle.
you're probably going to tee off in one of the last 4 balls because you've got so many ranking points.
Cool.
You'll bring them in, and hopefully it
Yeah.
works.
Yeah. Well, last time I teed off basically first, so yeah, it's a nice change of pace.
Yeah, you can take it easy, use the facilities. Then I'm going to move on, right? This is part of like the info section. I wanted to show you who has entered for the Classic, everyone. Because the Classic, as we know, the entries are open, and these are the names that's come through. We've almost got, I think it's 58, but there's more with non-playing partners as well, because there's quite a few ladies coming this year that are not playing to come and see what their husbands get up to. So if you run your eyes through the list, I'm going to kind of pick out new people. Kunrad Pateria Sr., because he won the Summer Cup, is coming. There he is. Jenny, it's the first time she's coming. Bernard, so far it's just you. Your mates haven't entered yet. What's happening?
Yeah, like I'm sure I'll get Via and his wife to join.
Nice.
I know Moritz is having a bit of a tough time because he started studying now again, and
Okay.
hats off to him. He prioritizes that, and I'll support him 110% in that. Stefan, I'll probably also convince. So yeah,
Nice. Well, let's just say, at least Moritz won't get injured doing backflips into a bunker.
Yeah.
Yes.
yeah, definitely.
Who else? Neil Theron. Henry from Mullen on you. Henning Peturis. There's a whole bunch of new people already. Werner Slabit's in there. Mikhail Bosov. I'll be surprised if he comes. Justin Boyce hasn't been there. Who else? Ruan Wenzel. Has he?
Yeah.
Darren Berger. I don't even know who that is. Who's Darren Berger?
So there's a few KPs: Ruan Wenzel, Darren Berger, Divan,
Okay.
and PSC Bernardes. So those are the KPs that's going to join us. So yeah, looking
Okay.
forward to all those guys. Yes.
Juliet's going to play. Deerwald's playing. It's also a first tour for him. Running our eyes down here. Sudesh will be a first timer. Riyadh will be a first timer.
Yeah.
And then Dino as well. It's
Yes.
Carl Alroy. Donnie Swat. I don't know if was there Donnie Swat before?
Yes,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
he was there.
Yeah.
Sure.
But years back. Yeah.
You know, it's a lot of people. When you look at names, you're like, who? So yes, our goal is to get to 80. So bring your friends. We get to 80, special things happen. If we can be this far already, we're not far off. So we'll keep punting it and keep inviting your friends. The other mini tour is finally ready for publishment.
Yeah.
This is the Team Clash, everyone. Friday the 9th of May, we go and we play Val de Grail or Val de Grace, or however you want to say it. Better ball match play in the PM. We'll probably start around 11, just before 12. And then Saturday we play Paris Golf Course, and we'll do the PM scramble. The reason it's not AM is so that we can enjoy our breakfast and not have to tee off at 7 after Arcade on the Friday.
Correct.
Please. So we're ready to go. So that will go out, and then ultimately we're looking for 2 teams of 12. That's where we're trying to get to. And then we'll accommodate more if need be, but obviously the numbers need to kind of hook in. All right. Are we ready to move on?
Let's do it.
Let's do GoldFields. Well, this is how GoldFields ended up, and then we'll have a chat about the day itself. There you are, Bernard. You've got interesting spelling there, Bernard.
Yeah, quite. Used to it
son
though,
that
but
copying
it's
and
fine.
pasting is incorrect. BERNH. ARD. Schult. Barry finishing on -1 for Jaco Jacobs. Jaco's having a great season so far and piling in the ranking points. Mark finishing by himself on 36 points, and then a host of guys and girls on tied for 5th, 35 points. Galip Bazenot and Andre Buerta, his home course, making a 34. Bernard, let's take straight to you and tell us about this round of yours.
Yeah, sure. So we started on the 8th. Like I said in the interview video, my entire focus the entire day was just the team match play, via and myself against Hansi and Jacomin. And then we started off with I started off with a par, so that's great. But then bogey due to a duffed chip, which is not great. So too bad on the like 10th, 11th, so bogey, double sucks. The par 3, I just did a fantastic shot, which was pretty much how the par 3s went for me the entire day. And I drained the birdie putt. And yeah, I think at around this stage, I was thinking, it's like, I wonder where I am on the standings. And I opened the app because I was keeping score on the app. And I was like, oh, I'm 19th. Never mind. So I just like
Wow.
put that out of my mind completely and just started like just focusing on the match play. And yeah, then we made the turn with a fantastic chicken burger. I think that's the best chicken burger I've had in my life. But yeah,
Okay.
then par, double, par, bogey, and then
The run.
yeah, and then that eagle, I guess, hole out, chip in, whatever you want to have it. It was, yeah. When I hit the shot, I thought to myself, this is going to be extremely close. Tap in bird, I'll take it. And then the ball disappeared into the hole, and with that, we actually also won the team match play with that hole out eagle, which is great. And then after that, par, and
And
yeah,
then
it
the
was
next
just
minute, Hansi came around and he said what he said to you. And then did you realize then that you had reached the top, or did you kind of know by that stage that you went from 19th to first?
after I made the trip in eagle, I had a look again, and it's like, oh, all of a sudden, I think I was tied for third or second, then par tied for first, and another par solo first. So
Nice. Next question is, how far was the chip in from a meters point of view?
According to Garmin, about 39 meters, something like that.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah, so it wasn't
Oh,
short, and it was also over a
That's
bunker.
good.
So
I'd say
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Hansi, you had front row seats to this. Do you want to add anything to from the behind the scenes of his round?
Yeah, no, like he said, that definitely the par threes, he was on fire, dialed in all of them. And there was a couple of holes where you think, okay, yes, he's just in the rough. Maybe he's going to struggle here or struggle there. Played it out so nicely. So he was in contention all the time. And with the team play, we pulled one back, and then Bernard O'Veer would claim the next one again. So we just couldn't get that momentum going. They had momentum on their side all the day. So
Okay.
it went very well.
Good. Nice to see. I obviously have the video. And if you haven't seen it yet, shame on you. Shame on you. Because the link is there. I must say, it got shared quite a bit because on YouTube, within a day and a half, it had over 200 views, which is a lot in the context of what we do. So thank you for everybody who are watching and sharing, etc., etc. I think GoldFields enjoyed that little video after all. They're very happy with that. Jenny, so if you haven't watched it, go watch it. Jenny, tell us about your round. I don't have a scorecard for you, but you can highlight some things for us.
yeah. So we started on hole 16. We actually, when it was my time to tee off with the driver, as my driver did hit that ball, the horn went off. Almost shut my pants. Really skew. I think I finished there with a double bogey, if I'm not mistaken. Throughout the rounds, it was really consistent, and my chipping especially was really good. Um, I just struggled with the putting quite a lot, especially if it looks like it's like breaking left, and I'll do a chip on, and then all of a sudden it will just make a huge right turn. Otherwise, I think like I was giving a bit of a hard time, but still in play. My irons was nice, chipping was nice, putting like was just really difficult. But like when I say putting is difficult, when I'm on a par four, par five, and I'm on for two, and I walk off with a five or a six, it was quite really ridiculous.
You're
That's
not the
how I
only
struggled with.
one. You're not the only one.
Yeah, but I'll tell you what, I've never hated and loved the course at the same time. It's like a course I definitely go play again. But otherwise, it was really good. Paul put a lot of pressure on me because we did the match play, so it was hectic. But otherwise, it was quite lekker.
That's awesome to hear. I think for everybody, the second time we go there, and we'll go a bit back next year, is we know what to expect.
Yes, yes.
I couldn't quite get the greens as well, like many say, but I've never seen a golf ball break so much in my life. You mean like you read it like this, like you would normally on a normal
Yes.
green. By the time it's halfway, it's like whoosh. You're like, ooh, I don't know. Eesh. It was
Yeah,
fun and
I
games.
think because we did the match play, maybe Martin was being sneaky, putting a magnet in my pants side because that ball
Yeah,
goes and then it's this huge turn back at me. I'm like, how? Like, I don't understand.
yeah. I want to go to the chat line quickly because Juliet says, "Lekker seeing a lady on the chat." Let's go, Jenny. So you've got a fan, Lucas, or Luki says, "Good evening, gentlemen. Well done on your PCC extra birdie. Well played." And lady, he says, "Dear Walt Nant, my golf is on the rise," says Nico. Karen says, "How's it, Oaks?" Ricky says, "Evening ducks." Gerard says, "Golfield, love the course, love the shotgun start, and we know who are the slow players. Oh, how is the pace of play?" Thanks, Brian. Can always rely on Brian. Without a doubt, we can always rely on Brian. Just shuffling through everything. Okay, cool. So before we go to the ratings and look at the discussion of the course, I quickly want to zip through these. And we're starting with, there were plenty closer to the pins, which is great. I think we had like 6 of them because when
Yeah.
we got there, we had our own flicky. And then Goldfields gave us a whole bunch extra, which was very kind of them.
Yeah, Mazza, when we got there, I mean, they gave 4 or 5, I think, Hansi. But
Yeah.
yeah, it was so great to see those guys coming forward and say that they already put out the closest to the pins. You know, we have our own little things, but they've already put it out there and it's ready. Here's the vouchers. It was really, really awesome. We'll get to the ratings as you mentioned, but it felt so nice. I mean, there was 1 or 2 courses that I've been before where you felt like a king. And I'll be very honest, when I got there, better than a king, eh?
Yeah. What I really liked in the field, because I deal with a lot of golf courses, we've been to a lot of golf courses, but I think from an admin point of view, we actually deal with the staff a lot. This was kind of like a family, and
Yeah,
Ananda was like with Macy. She was in charge, and everybody was doing their part. Everybody played their part. Everybody wanted to make everybody happy. It's almost, that was really nice. It wasn't just people
yeah.
scattered who don't care that we're actually there. They really took a lot of effort into it. Let's go through these pins.
Yes, we've got the par 3 fourth. Gerard Steyman got that one. He was about 2 meters. Did miss the birdie putt though. But yeah, Gerard Steyman there. Par 3 13th. We've got Barnard Schultz there, 2.5 meters. I think he made the birdie there. Added to his score.
Yeah, of course he
Yeah,
made the birdie. Must have. Well, at least he
Yeah.
made the
yeah,
birdie, Bernard.
yeah, at least.
And then we've got the longest drive, 10th hole, Donnie Geldnys. I can't remember that we actually gave him a prize on the
No, we
on the
didn't.
prize giving. So sorry,
Because there were
Donnie.
so many of those things that
Yeah,
at the end there was like, oh, here's another one.
yeah. Sorry, Donnie. I think that's my fault. Sorry.
And we teed off the 10th. So we were the first ones on the 10th. Donnie played second. So the second shot of the whole day took it, just so you know.
Crazy.
Right. Here's the other pins.
Yes, par 3 6. We've got Henning Pretorius there, getting the Duckhook. I can't remember exactly what he got there. Eh?
Dude, it got all mixed up. Because there's so many,
Oh yeah.
I'll tell you what
Yes.
happened. We were like, okay, this person would appreciate this more. This person will come back and play here. This person needs this more. So, because we had so much stuff, we just kind of allocated stuff where people would have appreciated it more. Okay, just
Yeah.
say. Moving on.
Yeah, Henning took the Obscura voucher.
That's right.
That's it.
That's
Yes,
right.
yes, you're right. So then the par 4 ninth, we've got the sweep pin for Gerard Besaidert, 1.5 meters. I think that's the closest in 2, eh? Then the par 4 14th, Golf Concepts, Mr. Tommy Fenter got that one, 3 meters. Closest in 2, that's pretty close, guys. Well done. And then par 3 17th, GoldFields voucher, Rudolf Broderick, 2.7 meters. Lekker, boys.
Moving straight along to the best of the par threes. Look at all the good-looking people there on the left-hand side. Bernard, Gerard Sneeman, and Jaco Min. Well done, Jaco Min, for making -3 11 points. But Bernard, there's your birdie on the 13th to 4-pointer,
Yeah,
which is great.
yeah. No, like I said, the par threes are treating me really well.
Mm.
I had three of them, what in regulation, and the other one was just off. So, and that's where I made
Yeah,
the bogey. But yeah,
nice. Looking at the best of the par fours, I played with Bobby. I must say, at one point he was leading. I think he might have been leading at halfway. And it was amazing to see somebody not play great, but score as he scored. If you look at 11, 14, 16, 18, made plenty points. So it was interesting to see how he went about things. So well done to Bobby. Gerard Bezuidenhout is second with Gerard de Brito. The par fives, Bernard, you were there. But look at that. I noticed this when I saw this. A 5-pointer, which goes well for the 0 point. You cancelled it out, kind of. But 5-pointer, when last did you get a 5-pointer?
um, like I can only think of one, but I'm pretty sure there are more in between the first one. My first ever birdie at Island Gate 16th. Yeah, made my first ever birdie there from a 36 handicap. Yeah, par
Wow.
five.
A 36 handicap, but you played off
Yeah,
like a 13.
yeah, and yeah, it's actually not 36 wasn't the highest I've ever played off of.
Okay.
I've been at 43 before. I think 2020 I was a 43 or something like that.
Wow. So in 4 years, you've gone from something's come right. That's amazing.
Yeah, yeah, no, it's something I wish I knew what came right, but I'm not complaining. I'm
Is
playing
it
well.
more golf, more practice, or what do you think it is?
No, I think it's just I actually do think it's Duckhook, surrounding yourself
Okay.
with people who are better than yourself, so you pick up slight tips here and there. So
Yeah, and you have some a benchmark to compete in. You want to get better, better. Jenny, I think it's the same for you. Since you've been here, you've
Yeah,
gotten better
definitely.
because you're trying to improve or beat people.
Yeah, definitely. It has made me a much better golfer and more consistent.
Okay. The question I have is a lot of people don't like playing with people that are much better than them, and then a lot of people like playing with people that are very good. I'm a person, I like to play with good players because you see how they go about it and you see
Yeah.
how easy they make it look. I'll go through everybody and on the chat line, let us know as well. If you have the opportunity to play with a good player, yes or no?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I'll
Yeah.
start with me obviously playing with Donnie for a couple of years. I mean, I at some point was a 4 or 5 handicapper. So yes, I mean, Donnie made me want to play a better handicap player, as an example. Obviously, helped you to practice. So I would definitely think that's the case. But then we have to switch it around. Donnie also wants to play with better guys. So having me in his four ball, not that
That's
great.
Donnie, that's going to be difficult. There's not much better. Okay. Hansi, you tell us. What do you prefer?
No, Mas, I enjoy playing with anybody as long as I can play golf. I'm happy. But yeah, no, but like Fricky also said, playing with the lower handicaps does push you a bit to try and better and not suck so much. So yeah,
Yeah, for sure. And you'll pick things up. Bernard, the same for you? Have you had the opportunity to play really, really good players?
um, yeah, I guess I'm more indifferent about if they're better or worse than me, as long as they're nice people,
Yeah.
and like because yeah, there's a word that comes to mind that I can't say on the show,
Yeah.
but as long as they're not those type of people, I'm happy.
I agree with you. I think I've been privileged enough to play with a few pros now. And Hansi, you played with Gerard Pepler, that one pro-am. And
yes.
just watching the way they go about it, it's night and day. Their decisions, like, they don't hit bad shots. Their bad shots is par. Our bad shots is we're trying to finish a hole. So if you take it from that example, it's good to play with these people.
Yeah.
Mm.
Look, I
But yeah, they
think,
make
Mazda, if I can just comment quickly on this one. Bernard is very modest on this one, but I think his best game was ever playing with this proper guy, that Kyalami, in a singles final. I mean, he played the best game of his life, and then winning a massive, massive trophy there. So, yeah, no, Bernard, I definitely think that you want to play with better players, eh?
Hmm.
Yeah, I enjoy playing with better players.
There's a lot of comments about this actually, which is great. Um, what is this one? Ricky
Jenny,
says
did
monkeys
you
were
say
brave and
better
clever
players?
straight in the cooler bags. Yeah, the monkeys were there. Every time I saw them, phone in my pocket, range finder in my bag. I don't want that to go missing. Gerrit says, can I play in their 4-ball next time so I can also get better? Sure. Nico says, I like the challenge. Also, golf is a game where you compete against yourself, no one else. Akumin says, better players, better with good players for sure. Why try? Ryan says, I learned so much from playing with the good players. Martin, Jenny is an excellent match play opponent. Could never let your guard down. That's from Martin, Jenny. Leon says, I love playing with the better players. Donnie says, don't know where Fricky gets his info. Ha ha ha.
Info.
Glenn Williams loves playing golf with me. Brian. I don't even have to say Brian. We just know who that is. Ian says, better players. Hanu says, good evening, gents. And so on. Okay, let's move to the rest. Oh, wait. Martin says, played my best round played with Tandy. And I spoke to Tandy today. She's playing a tour event. And I said, good luck. And she said the wind was blowing because they're playing Westlake in Cape Town, if you know where that is. And I said, I want to do another Strixon challenge. And she says she's up. So the moment she finishes her little tour stint until the end of April, I think is the South African Open, then it kind of ends. We'll do a challenge with Tandy. We'll find 2 players and off we go and we do it all over again. That should be fun. She has committed to it. Okay, where did I get to? 4-Ball Alliance, Hansi, and Bernard.
Yeah, no, definitely. Like you said, there was not really a bad hole. The bad holes that we had, for argument's sake, like with the second, I've managed to make a bogey, and I think Bernard also managed to make a bogey there. So that was the worst that we had, except for hole number 8. So but yeah, no, everything was just consistent the whole day. Like I'd rather say between Jacomin, Bernard, and Via, they were the ones making the points. I was just there for the sideshow.
Look at that
Except
8
for
points.
16,
When's the last time you saw 8 points, people?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that was nice. That was Bernard's little 5-pointer, and then I made a par there for 3 points. So yeah,
Nice. Jeez, I can't remember the last time I see that. Hole ranks quickly. The hardest hole was a 9th. I'd be lying to you if I can say I remember the 9th. Oh, I do remember the 9th. Quite long. Okay, so that was the hardest hole at 1 average. The easiest hole was the 4th. I don't know which one's the 4th. I don't know now. Because of the
fourth is
shotgun
the first
start.
par 3. So yeah,
Because of the shotgun start. You kind of start on holes, so there's no sequence to follow. Like we went there, then there, then there. Now it's kind of like a push. So it will come to me. The 4th is the easiest hole.
that's the one of the longer par 3s. That was about 190 odd meter par 3 over a small little dam where there used to be plenty of Rita.
Yes.
So yeah, I must say that hole definitely looks much better now that all the Rita is gone. So,
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
There was a massive conversation about ratings and certain aspects of things. We even got a 0 rating, everyone. We'll see who
I
got
wonder
the
who that
0.
is. Eh?
I wonder. So I want to show you a few. I took them off, and here is Francois Colts. Scenery 10 out of 10. Layout 8 out of 10. Bunkers 6 out of 10. Greens 3 out of 10. Now we're going to remember that we didn't play fairway bunkers, so obviously the green side bunkers were pretty good. I think the greens are pretty much going to be same all round, so 6 out of 10. Mark says scenery 10 out of 10, layout 8 out of 10, bunkers 10 out of 10. You'll probably never ever see that again, unless he was not in a bunker.
I
Greens,
think he has 1 bunker.
okay, 3 out of 10. Halsey, 7.5 out of 10 for scenery, layout 6 out of 10, bunkers 4 out of 10, wet rain, obviously, and then bunkers. There you have it, 0 out of 10. Well done, Hansi. Yeah, well done, Hansi. Moving on, Fricky, take us through yours.
Yeah.
Give us some more context.
Obviously 9.5. Layout was 9, bunkers 7, greens 7, and service obviously 10 out of 10. And the reason for the greens at 7, I played a couple of rounds at the GoldFields before. One of my practice courses when I was starting playing golf, and we need to understand what the greens are for. You know, in a sense of, I mean, there's bucks walking on it. It's the weather on that side. It's just very difficult. So if you're not used to that, yes, you'll rate bad. But if you understand the greens, yes, it's still tough, but I mean, it's not that bad. Yeah, if you understand what I'm saying. So overall, 42.5 out of 50. I think it was a great outing for the guys, and really, the service was top notch.
I'll go quickly. Scenery 8 out of 10. The layout 7 out of 10. I want to go back so I can appreciate it more. Because I also didn't play great. And normally when you play better, you appreciate it more. Bunkers 5 out of 10, but that's also because of the rain, etc. Greens 3 out of 10. I can't fault that because I just had no clue what I was doing. Bernard, take us through yours.
Yeah, sure. Scenery, I would say 9 out of 10. I was comparing it to what I consider one of the most beautiful parking courses that I've ever played, which is George Country Club.
Okay.
Because that to me is a 10 out of 10 parkland. The layout 8.5. Nothing nothing exceptional, but not crap. So 8.5. The bunker 7 out of 10. I will say I was only in one bunker the entire day, so it's difficult for me to judge that. And then the greens, yes, they were slow, but to me they rolled true. And to me that is a good green. Like yes, like you had to basically hit it 50% harder than what you usually do, but yeah, the greens were still good in my opinion because I didn't three putt the entire day.
Jenny, you didn't have one there, but I'm going to ask you about the greens. How hard could you hit it hard enough?
Yeah, that was the funny thing. Because the greens were so difficult, I'd putt it and then it would be too soft. And then I give it a tiny bit of more like oomph to it. And then it goes 2 meters past. And then I'm
Wow.
like, okay, now I need to just try and figure it out. Then I stop like in front of it, like a foot away, not even. And then it just also turns. Yeah. But I quite enjoyed it because it was just something different. It's greens I've
Different.
never played on greens like this, and like yeah, it was difficult and it wasn't the best greens that like I'm used to when I play Duckhook, but I quite enjoyed the bit of fight I had to give for it. Yeah,
Like I said, when we go back, we know what to expect because that's the only
yeah.
course with that greens, and we will
Well,
play the
the
same
guy,
greens.
yeah, the guy in the pro shop when I was done and I took the key to him, he said to me, "How did we find the greens?" And I told him like I actually think 99% of us found it really difficult. And he straight up said he's like that was their goal to make it difficult for us. Only their members find it easy. Yeah.
Nice.
So I was like, oh no, good to know.
But talking about the greens and having played there a couple of times, I must say that that's actually the best condition I've seen the greens in that I can remember of.
Sure.
So yeah.
It will be interesting what it looks like next year.
Oh,
We'll probably play it around the same time when it's in the best condition it can be. Darnie did ranking, scenery 10, layout 9, bunker 7, greens 5, service 10. Nice. Ian says added service 10 out of 10, total 27.5. So you just passed 50%. Thank goodness he added service to it. Right. This is what this all means, everybody. The Gerard de Bruder is still leading because of his 41 points. But Bernard has jumped to second on 39. So you've got something to play for now, Bernard. Lucas, Lukey are tied third on 38. Don't forget, this is 2 out of 11. So after 2, it doesn't quite look right. But that's because 1 has fallen out already. So the most points still goes to Gerard de Bruder, 76 points, because he finished in the top 5. Sudesh tied 5th with Brandon Venter, Sarel Steyn, Jaco Jacobs, and Barry Venter. And then Mark's in there at 10. See if we can all stay in there. But next month, after State Mines, will be interesting to see what it looks like. Bernard, are you ready?
Yeah, absolutely. Next match play as well. So yeah, looking forward to it.
This is what I mean.
Come on.
You are leading the player of the season standings. Did you know that?
I did not. No, I did not expect that at all.
There you go. You had 2 good games. So your average is, so that's not a 7. That is a 1. No, what is happening? It must be the other way around. 300. Your average is 398.
Yes,
Your
that
total
one.
points is 700. So that's switched around. Okay. And then if you look, Brian is second. So he's moved down 1 spot. Nico came in. He's played 1 game and finished, I think, tied second. I can't remember. Rudy's still there, hanging on. Leon van Aarde actually moved up. Barry jumped in 2 rounds. And then he's got an average, 2 good finishes. Jamie's slowly sliding. Gerard de Bruder plays a lot of events, so his average is still very high. But he's the closest one, if you look at the bottom, 971. He's the closest one to breaking the 1,000 ranking points mark, the first one. And then you're next. So, well done, Gerard. And then Wimpy's there. That will go down after Glendower because he's playing, or up unless he wins. And look, he's always there about. Happiness.
Yeah, well done, Burns. You can do it, eh?
There we go.
Thank you. Yeah, I did not expect that at all. Thank you.
Yeah. Are you playing Glendower?
I
I
guess
said
I
that's the
have to.
motivation you needed. I said earlier, I told the guys what we're going through, and I hadn't shown him that yet, the player of the season. I said, why are you not playing it on? And blah, 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 blah. And now there's your motivation. I'm going to whip through this. You ready? There are two of these games. Dana played Riyadh, and it was a draw, all square, 1 point apiece. Yaku played Pier and got a bit of a hiding, 4-3, I think it was. So Pier is now leading this group. Those were the only single games. If we go to the team games, none of these people played.
Nope.
Nope. Okay, so
No.
that doesn't change. Pretoria Country Club, they all play again. That'll change. Who played here? You guys, Hansi and Bernard.
Yes, yeah.
You said already. It was what?
3 and 2.
Mooi. So we'll get the rest going. Looking at C, no C's yet. Looking at D, Demotta, which is Andre and Werner. They played Shankaholics and beat them 3-1. So they got 3 points. Mad Mollards. There you go, Jenny. So was it a tough game?
It was, because it was us against Yaku and Martin. I'll tell you what, I've never seen anyone's putting as great as Martin's. It was really tough because when we ended at hole 15, Martin actually forgot that I striped there. So we were all square all the way through, like one up, square. So that's how it went all the way up into 15, which was now going to be the last round to see who's going to win. And so I went in for a bogey, and I think he got a par. And then he came to come shake our hands and like, oh yeah, one up, and I'm like, no,
Well, see,
we all square.
Honesty.
Yeah.
Love it.
I'd rather
Honesty.
take a whole square above a loss, but yeah.
Honesty. Well, and all. E, Fricky, you guys played Fats
yeah,
and
we
Andre?
played Goldilocks, Fats, and Boats. Obviously, Boats knowing the course like the back of his hand. And yeah, I mean, they obviously hit like 300-meter drive. So between me and Gerard, it was very difficult. Gerard obviously playing from a seniors as well. But yeah, in the end, I think at some stage we were like 2 or 3 up. And then just the last couple of holes, we just fell apart. And luckily on the stroke one, that's where we finished. Gerard made a massive putt for a par, giving the line to Boats, and he makes the birdie for the half. And yeah, ended up
Sure.
all square. But I mean, when Gerard hit that putt, when it went in, because I told him it's left to right, just hit it hard enough, because he was always short. He was like 3-putting the whole day. I said, just hit it hard. And he hits it and it goes in, and I'm like shouting and I'm screaming and I'm hugging and wow, and it grazed. And 5 seconds later, Boats boxes it. And it's like, but anyway.
Margins, hey? Margins. The first bonus point of all the matches goes to No Time to Listen, which was Mark and Super Sub Graham. Well done to them, for they are now. That makes a big difference because that almost puts them in the lead seat going forward, having that extra bonus point. Group F. No, but no. Who played?
They
Nobody.
didn't play Jonathan. Nobody, yeah.
Moving on. Group G. This was myself and Bobby. We were a super sub for Chris. We had a good game. I think it was moving, and then Leon was rubbish most of the day, and then the last 3 holes he came right to win it. So Long Wait have now played 2-1-2, so they're almost done. They got 2 more games left, and they're also in the pound seats. Pin High played against Ketty and Clip, and unfortunately lost 5 and 4. I would say that's probably also why they've been separated for the team series, because that's 2 losses in a row. Ian, if you're listening.
I would like to comment on long waits. It looks like Leon is long waiting for the last 3 holes just to pick one, because it happened at Irene as well. But
Yep, for sure.
well done.
Checking. No other comments. Okay, we're moving to this match day 2. So this is match day 2 of the we excited for match day 2? Because we can only learn from match day 1. And what's happened if you haven't kept track? Match day 1 happened. People got relegated. People were not available, etc., etc. Captains bought new players. I think Graham had to replace half his team. So there was a lot of people. So he got the cycle going. So next time, all the people that were out for this one come back in it, so that they go back into the reserve pool. And if you want to be in the reserve pool, then say so. So Jenny, for instance, you'll go back into the reserve pool.
Yeah.
Automatically. We need our Black Widow.
White club chains. That white club chains.
All right. So this is how I'm going to reveal soon who's playing who. So what happened this time around, the guys gave me their 6 pairings. They all just gave them to me. Then I put them together. So I actually don't know who is playing who. This is the first look we'll have it. And then obviously the whole T-sheet gets scrambled up again to accommodate this. And we'll see what that looks like. But let's not forget who is leading. Although the Gladiators won the first one, on the day, the Mafia managed to pick up 2 bonus points. So because of that, they are actually leading the standings. So don't forget, at Glendower, the winner of the day is the team who win the most matches. And then points get allocated. So this is what we're going to. So Mighty Ducks and Quacktain America need a big, big weekend so that they can claw it back. Also, making some credits to buy players. So, just to remind you, Quacktain are taking on Gladiators and the Mighty Ducks are taking on the Mafia. This is the Avengers team. Are you ready? I'll speak on behalf of the first one, and then Hansi will speak on behalf of the next one. Changes made. For the Gladiators, Ian and Kun are together. So Ian and Frana have been separated. Vaughan and Ashley stay the same. Grant and Quibus, I think that is a new pairing. Donnie and Francois. Obviously, Francois, I can't remember who. I think Donnie was with Quibus.
Yeah, Donnie was with Kun.
Kun, okay.
Yes, yeah.
Donnie and Francois playing together. That might be the first time. Jaco and Sorrel stayed together, and Jaco Swanepoel and Donna, they'll stay together. They'll be taking on... What have I done here? Hold on. Just hope I got this right. No, that's the same. No, that's the same. Where's the Avenger team? I know I had the Avenger team. Hold on, I'm just going through my files here.
So they're messy.
I had it here, but I don't know where it's gone. Let me just see how quickly I can quickly... Oh, no. Okay, so we'll see what the Avenger team is now. My apologies. Because they are taking on the Gladiators. So the Avenger team, there it is. I have an overview. The Avenger team is Bobby and Gerard Sneeman playing together again. Myself, I'm in with George. So we both make our debut. Then we've got Leonard and Dierwald. Then we got Grant and Leon. I hope I got this right. Anyway, because there were changes today, I think. Gerard's playing with Justin. And then, who's that? Ricky is in, playing with Graham. And then there, you see who's taking on who. So myself and George are taking on Ashley and Vaughan.
Good luck with that one.
Jaco Jacobs and Sorrel are taking on Gerard de Bruto and Justin. Justin making his debut as well. And then I know Graham teed off first last time. He's gone all the way to the back to see if anything changes. So there we have the first matchup. Here's your Mafia team.
Yes, yeah. Excuse me, Frikkie.
Yeah, sorry. Very surprising that Gladiators actually switched a lot, because Gladiators won the first event and they made a lot of changes, on their pairings, which is a bit strange.
Yeah, so for my team, I decided just to move some of the guys around, position-wise. So Brian and Mark are still playing together. Marius is coming into the team, and he's pairing up with Henry. Jandra and Shannon was one of the bonus point winners, so keeping them together. And then Leon and Mr. Janneman Venter, they are pairing up. And then 2 of the nice long hitters, Jason and Nanu. And then last but not least, Brandon and Sudesh. So yeah, a couple of formidable placings here. So the guys is going to be in for a big hiding.
Who's your captain on the day? Because you're not in.
Yeah, unfortunately, no. So me, Jacomin and Vickers is missing out due to club champs. So I gave the captaincy armband over to Leon.
Okay, nice. Let's have a look at the Mighty Ducks quickly. You can also go through your opponents
Yeah, so we've got Wimpy and Paul pairing up again to Jamie and Kevin, still the same. Stefan and then Martin's coming in for PJ, and Gary and Granville staying together. Fricky and Peter is staying together, and then Rudy and Riyad. So yeah, there was only the one change there in his team.
Okay, not much changes. So what does that all mean? These are the people taking each other on. Vimpy and Paul take on Brian and Mark. What are you laughing at?
Jason and Hanu. No ways.
Oh, why is there scores
Yeah,
there?
freaking hell.
So there shouldn't be scores there either. How did that happen?
So we've already got three points there for the wins.
Yeah, I
It's
see
nice.
that. I see that. Okay,
Nice.
I'll see that. Will change. Let's see if that's the same. Let's take a screen grab and see if that's the same. Because Gary and Granville will take the points, I'm sure. So there we have
Yeah,
it.
I think
What
very
is Hanu?
interesting matchups there.
What is Hanu's
Interesting.
handicap?
I think Anu say 11 at Glendower, if I'm not mistaken.
Bloody hell. Bloody hell.
No way.
Okay, let's go through Glendower quickly, and then we'll get to the team sheets. So going into Glendower, we've played 2. This is what the standings look like. Can Brian Owen hang on to the top spot once we've done this with Yaku Swanepoel and Wimpy Force and Ashley Herman and Yaku Jacobs and Tommy Venter and Stefan Enrit and Gary Vickers and Leon make up the top. Rest on tied 8th. So lots to play for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. It's very close. I think obviously with the third round coming in, it's going to change a lot. So we'll see
Yes.
how that's going to make a change.
Hey, I'm going to make a prediction now already. I think Yaku Jacobs could win this league. There you go.
Yeah, I think he's on form, so yeah, definitely.
I think he could. Let us quickly just compress us all so we can put the stats in here. Hang on. Boop. There we go. And now where did that go? Ranked in South Africa 8th. This is one of the top ranked courses we will play in South Africa. That's why we've got a nice field. We're on 74. I've got 2 spots left. So if you want to play, this is the one. And can you imagine what it will look like with all the rain that's happened? It's going to be unbelievable at this time of the year. Gauteng ranking 2nd, I think only behind probably Bear Athol. Course record 61. Lucas Burke won last year on 38 points, so it wasn't a runaway victory.
Yeah.
Average handicap was 16, average points was 30, average gross was 94. So if we do better, that will be great. The pins on the day will be this.
Yeah, R36, lekker long one, 182 meters. Yeah, this is actually not that long though, eh?
It
Is
normally plays a
that-
little shorter. It's probably going to be about 160.
Yeah, I thought so, yes.
That's
And then
probably
the
from the back.
par 12, closest in 2, Golf Concepts voucher. That's a nice hole to have a closest in 2. And then a par 3, 14th, 150 meters. That is our rum from George. It's the, sorry, Mazo, just help me out with the monkey thing.
It's
Monk?
copper monkey.
That's it, Copper Monkey. It's a rum. George explained to us 55 alcohol, percentage alcohol. And remember, there's actually, if you win, there's actually a ball marker on top of the proppy. So if you take that off, just remember to take the ball marker.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Just to, if you weren't there, George is also sponsoring an evening to say at his restaurant Obscura, which has really it's a great place. It's been nominated for many awards. So there's a couple of vouchers to get you a drink, maybe 2, but enjoy the vibe. It's in Rosebank, so if you ever have the opportunity to go there, make a plan and try and win some of those vouchers. And then the other part of it is he imports rum, a specific rum. I can't remember the name of it now, but part of his Brass Monkey company. And he wants us to test it and give some bottles away to us. And they're not cheap bottles. So if you win it, savor it, everyone. Savor it. Okay, This is what the T-sheets look like now that everything is said and done and everybody's in. We start off the first, 11:28. We're on a 3-ball. There's a spot there open with Sheldon, Barry Fent, and Steve Saunders. There's a few new people. Tyron Harding is Simon Harding's brother, I'm going to assume. Skolko Radi, I'm not sure. It's a first timer for him. Matthew Britton is Grant Finley's friend. Grant hasn't played in ages, but he's back for a game. It must be because of the course we're playing. And then there are the matchups, which, as last year or last match day 1, it is half. And then the other 10 The other 9 will have the rest of the matches. So this will all be sent out. I'm going to wait for the handicaps. They'll be done tomorrow, and then I'll send it out. There's the 10th tee spot available there, and these are the matchups that we'll be playing. So lots to look forward to. It's going to be a good day. We all happy?
Yeah, absolutely. Looking forward to this team series match day 2.
Match day 2 for sure, for sure. If let's just go to the chat line. Are there any questions? I want to do a prediction on what's going to win at Glendower, because Glendower's seen some odd scores. You know, we've had medal events there and seen people shoot -12, -7, -6. We've had Stableford point events there, and that's normally a -3. So I don't know how. Like, that doesn't make sense in my head. When we play medal, though, shoot lights out.
Yeah.
Give us predictions.
My prediction will be Jason Ivans, eh?
He loves that golf course. He loves that golf course, and he's probably playing off an 8, so he's got all the chance in the world to win it again.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I sort of think that Jason definitely is up for a win. Either him or Mr. Jan Venter, and I think -3, -4 for either one of them.
Okay. Bernard, give us a score prediction.
Yeah, because I have no idea who would stand a chance. Yeah, I think -2, I would say.
Okay. Jenny, what's Paul going to make?
Plus,
You know, I'm gonna go with backup rookie and say like Jason, but I'm gonna put it at like -2. But because I know Paul is watching this, I'm probably gonna say Paul, you know, minus like 3.
Hi, Paul.
-3 ball clubs, what score?
I can't eers te kom.
Okay.
Juliet says her name's not on the list. That's not a good thing.
Yeah, but I'm just saying he's only gonna come first because I'm not gonna be there. You know, so really jealous that I'm not gonna be there, but
I'm just going through this list. You're right, Juliet. I apologize. You're not on this with all the movements from like having to rearrange this entire thing. You've fallen off the field. So I'm going to add you right back when we finish. Right back. So obviously there was those 2 spots there. So we'll just have to make friends. Who will I put you with?
you cannot add me. I've got club champs Saturday and Sunday.
I
That's
know
why I'm
you
not doing
can't.
Glendower.
No, it's Juliet.
Juliet, not
you know.
Jenny. Not Jenny.
Well, okay.
Yeah, you see, Juliet's already sending me WhatsApps with proof of stuff. I know you in the field. You're there. I have booked, she says. I have booked with a circle around her name. Ek weet, my folk. I'll put you. I promise you. Yeah, you can play with Barry and Steve. They're lovely oaks. They'll enjoy it. Or you can play with Glenn.
Yeah, Glenn.
I think Glenn, yeah.
Oh, I'll put you with Glenn. He'll like Glenn. Glenn will look after you. That's it, everybody. That's our
play
show.
with better players, you know, so it's going to be good. Yeah.
So we're in 75 now. Sorry, Juliet. Let's put the phone on silent.
Like it. Is that it?
I'm going to go in the class comments. There was a couple of predictions here. Some fighting talk, Paul says. Mart says -4 for the winner, Glendower. Nico says -2. Brian says -4. Juliet says my name's not on the list. Nico says feel like the Phoenix Open. Paul says -7 for himself. Jeez, you go. Nico Kruger -3. 3 boxes of balls. Leon says ek kom vir julle. Glendower. Nico says Paul. Ricky says what? Haven't started off the first at Glendower. Going to be fun. Okay, cool. Paul says coming for you, Nico. How many boxes are you losing? And then we go -3 for Ricky. Donnie said how's it? Don't tell me I've left him out.
Good luck, Paulie. -7.
Okay, I'm going to say goodbye because I've obviously cocked something up because I'm getting messages all over the place about this team sheet. Sorry. Bye, everyone. Thanks for joining us. We're in an hour. Well done.
Bye.
Thanks, guys.
Bye, everyone.
Bernard, well done. Hopefully you're back in the winner's circle. Jenny, I really hope that you win one because you said you're getting a tattoo if you do.
I am definitely going to win one if it's peak and mood or whatever. I made my goal by staying in the top 10, and the next one's going to be first because I'm very heartbroken. My name is on the top 10 for Sunday 2 league, so I got to get back in there.
Almost.
Work harder, eh?
Cool.
Lekker,
Yo,
boys and girls.
okay, people. Yes,
Awesome.
people. Donnie, I'm still on the show. Stop sending me messages. Bye, everybody.